see is a land of wonder, is a land of mystery. Mystery Island, hoo-ha, Mystery Island, hoo. So much to discover, so much for us to see. God's truth never failing, all the way through history. Mystery Island, hoo-ha, Mystery Island, hoo. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island, Mystery Island. Searching for the ancient truth, handed down to me and you. Mystery Island, come on, won't you come along with me? On a search to the island, for the clues hidden all around. Our God is a treasure, just waiting to be found. Mystery Island, hoo-ha, Mystery Island, hoo. Mystery Island, hoo-ha, Mystery Island. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island, Mystery Island. Searching for the ancient truth, handed down to me and you. Mystery Island, come on, won't you come along with me?
Mystery Island, it's a place for you and me. Ready for
There's a
discovery?
place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island,
It's Mystery Island.
Mystery Island. Searching for the ancient truth, handed down to me and you. Mystery Island,
It's Mystery Island.
Mystery Island.
It's a place for you and me.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island,
It's Mystery Island.
Mystery Island. Searching for the ancient truth.
It's a place of discovery. It's a place for you and me. Won't you come along with me?
Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha, Mystery Island, hoo. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. Mystery Island, come on, won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha, Mystery Island, hoo.
Okay, listen. Mr. Henson is headed this way, so I'm going to alert the detective. You stay here and keep him occupied. Any questions?
Nope, I've got it.
Okay, now whatever you do not let him out of your sight. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am, I'm gonna stick to him like glue.
Sorry, I'm going to miss this.
Ooh, boy, this is gonna be fun.
Hey, it's me. No, okay, they're on the final leg right now. I know, payday is just around the corner. Okay, oh yeah, I've got them all. I've got the hook, I've got the crown, I've got the heart, and pretty soon, maybe even Captain Scurvy Legs Gold. I know. Not bad for a couple days' work, don't you think? No, don't even worry about her. Yes, I know she's on me, but it's no clue. I mean, seriously, I've got nothing to fear. So, any news on your end? Hey, kid. Hey, you might go somewhere else? Hey, kid. Hey, turn it off! Do you mind? I'm trying to do a phone call here.
Mine? Oh, no, I don't mind.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey!
There, that looks better. Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't interrupt your phone call.
It's all right. Forget it. It's done now.
Oh. Can I get you anything to eat?
Yeah, nachos.
Okay, one bowl of nachos coming right up. And here you are.
Thank you.
And there's that. Okay. Lovely day we're having today, right?
I know.
Right?
Hey!
What's wrong? Oh,
Watch what you're doing!
I'm sorry. I looked away for 1 second and look what happened.
Forget it. It's just water.
So, you still want your nachos?
Yeah, I guess.
Good. There's not much I can mess up with that one.
Oh. What is that?
Oh, there you are, little...
There's a lizard in my nachos!
There you are, little buddy. I was looking for you.
Forget it. I'm out of here. I've had enough.
No, you're not.
What are you talking about?
Look behind you.
What's this about?
Gino Patel, you are under arrest for the stealing of Captain Oak's ook.
What are you talking about? My name is Tobias Henson, and I work for a law firm.
Oh, is that so? Would you care to explain this book then? How to Impersonate a Lawyer in 10 Easy Steps. Dylan here found it in your briefcase yesterday. Now, come on, confess, you are not a lawyer.
So, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. It is up to you. Oh, my back. Oh. After him, Stanley.
Yes, detective!
No, this
That
way,
way.
this way.
Where'd he go?
Get back here, Hudson!
Go get him.
Ah! Where'd he go? Get back here, snake! Ah! Ah!
Aha! Just like they say, crime doesn't pay.
Oh, be quiet.
Nice work, Stanley. Let's go.
Detective,
I know. I was just teasing you.
that was funny. Good one.
That was awesome!
That really couldn't have gone better. Well done.
Yeah!
What's going on?
Why was Mr. Henson in handcuffs?
Because Mr. Henson wasn't really Mr. Henson after all.
What?
That's right. His name is Gino Patel. He's an international antiquities thief.
Really? Well, that's crazy.
So, Mr. Henson really wasn't a lawyer after all, but a bad guy?
That's right. If it wasn't for Detective Dylan here, we probably wouldn't have caught him.
Well, way to go, Dylan.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
Wow.
You know what? Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Well, really?
Yes, go have some fun.
Oh, thanks! You're the best, Miss Mabry!
I just can't believe that about Mr. Henson.
Oh, I know. I was shocked when I found out. But anyways, you two finished the last leg, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and here's what we
Oh,
found.
you can't wait to see it.
A mini treasure chest.
But we can't get it open.
Well, that's because I have the key.
I wonder what's inside.
Maybe the directions to Captain Scurvy Leg's gold.
Oh, it's a diamond. And a really big one at that.
I wonder whose it was.
Maybe Cleopatra.
Or the Queen of Sheba. What does the fact sheet say about it?
Well, we don't have a fact sheet for this one. We have something much, much better. A video message from your Uncle Joe.
What?
Hello, Emily, Everett. Believe it or not, I'm your Uncle Joe. And if you're watching this, I guess that means I'm gone, which is a really strange thought. But anyway, I'm just sorry, really sorry that we never met. And it's my fault entirely. You see, I left home when I was 16, before your dad was born and never came back. Something I deeply regret. But I wasn't just running away. I was pursuing a dream, a passion that I had. I wanted to see the world and hunt for buried treasure. So that's what I did. From the top of the world to the bottom of the ocean and everywhere in between. I've searched countless ruins, caves, and shipwrecks, looking for long-lost treasures and artifacts. Then I heard about Captain Scurvyleg's gold. The treasure of all treasures, and knew right away I had to find it. So I packed my things and moved to Mystery Island. Then I searched, and searched, and searched. For years I searched, but found nothing until one day, when I was at my wit's end, I stumbled upon an old stone church tucked away at the north end of the island. Now, I've never been a churchgoer, but that day, for some reason, I had to check it out. Inside was an old man on his knees praying. When he saw me, he asked if he could help. I must have looked desperate. So I told him about Captain Scurvylegs and my lifelong quest for treasure. He listened patiently and then asked if I'd like to hear about the treasure he'd found. A treasure that was far, far greater than the one I was searching for. And of course I was interested. Then he told me about the one true God, the Creator, the King of the universe, a God of righteousness, holiness, and justice, but also a God of mercy, goodness, love, and forgiveness, a God who knows everything, sees everything, and can do miracles, a God with no beginning and no end, a God who never changes, whose ways are higher than ours, and sadly, a God I didn't know. But then he explained to me how I could know God by turning from my sins and trusting in what Jesus did for me on the cross. So I became a child of God that day, and my life changed. Suddenly, I had an intense desire to share this new treasure with my friends and neighbors. I also began working on a plan to reunite with the family, but that was derailed by a bad health report, which is why you're here right now. I have many regrets, many things I would do differently, but I can't change that. All I can do is finish well, and so I want to give you something. Sure, I've got some valuable artifacts, 3 of which you already have, but that's not where the true riches are. Not by a long shot. No, the real treasure is in a relationship with that one true God. And that's what I want you to really have. The Bible says in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life." Now, what could possibly be more valuable than that? So if you're interested, and I hope you are, I've asked Miss Mabry to explain God's plan of salvation more adequately. She can also answer any questions you might have. And with that, I'll say goodbye. And I hope to see you both on the other side. Goodbye, Emily. Goodbye, Everett.
That makes me so sad.
I know. He was such a sweet guy. He used to come here all the time. He loved this side of the island. So, did you two have any thoughts about what he said?
Yeah. It's a bummer he never found Captain Scurvyleg's gold.
I think she was referring to the part about God.
I know. I'm just disappointed, that's all.
But Uncle Joe wasn't disappointed, was he?
No, not at all. because he realized that even though he'd spent 20 years looking for it, that he had found something so much better.
A relationship with God.
Yep, that's right. And you can find that too, if you'll trust him. And who better to trust than a God who is amazingly great and perfectly good?
You know, Everett, she's right.
I know. We need what Uncle Joe had.
Really? That's incredible. I'm going to get my Bible because we have a lot to talk about.
Mystery Island, hoo-ha, Mystery Island. Here we go now. Come on, come on. Let's go. As you trust in God with all your heart, He will see you through. He will never part. His plans for you are good, you know. And it all begins when we let go. Let's go, let's go. Here we go now. Jump, jump to the arms wide open. Your love is deeper than the ocean. Jump, jump, 'cause you never change. Your love for me will always stay the same. Jump, jump to the arms wide open. Your love is deeper than the ocean. Jump, jump, 'cause you never change. Your love for me will always stay the same. Let's go, let's go. As you trust in God each and every day, He will see you through, help you find your way. He is always good and He stays the same. He will never leave and He knows your name. 3, 2, everybody jump! Jump, jump to the arms wide open. Your love is deeper than the ocean. Jump, jump, 'cause you never change. Your love for me will always stay the same. Jump, jump to the arms wide open. Your love is deeper than the ocean. Jump, jump, 'cause you never change. Your love for me will always stay the same. Jump, 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 just higher. Jump, 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 just stronger. Jump, 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 everybody now. Jump, jump, deeper. Jump, jump, just higher. Jump, jump, just stronger. Jump, jump, jump to the arms wide open. Your love is deeper than the ocean. Jump, jump, 'cause you never change. Your love for me will always stay the same. Jump, jump to the arms wide open. Your love is deeper than the ocean. Jump, jump, 'cause you never change. Your love for me will always stay the same. Jump, jump.
Hi Islanders, and welcome back to day 5 of Mystery Island. Today we're going to learn about how God is trustworthy. The Bible verse that we're going to read from is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Alright, the song that we're going to sing today is King David. King David had an army, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. All right, and now we're going to go super duper slow and then we'll go fast after that one, okay? Ready? King David had an army. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. So when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. All right, now we're going to go super fast. King David had an army. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill. He marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. 1 Samuel 17, the Bible tells us about an army that was fighting. One army was the Israelites, and they were for God. The second army was the Philistine army, and they were against God. The army that was against God had a fighter named Goliath. Goliath was over 9 feet tall. No one is that tall nowadays. And all the people in the army were afraid of Goliath. Goliath kept shouting at them and yelling at them, wanting somebody to fight him. All the people in the Lord's army were afraid. This was making the Israelites' army wondering what they were going to do. The Israelite army forgot that God was on their side. Should they have been afraid if God was on their side? No, they shouldn't have. A teenage boy named David came along to bring food to his brothers. And when he was there, he heard Goliath shouting mean things to the Israelites. And David knew that who God was and trusted God. He heard Goliath saying the things, but he knew that God would fight and win. So we know that God is the greatest. And David was going to fight Goliath. David was told to get dressed in a helmet and armor, but he didn't need that. All he wanted was his sling and some stones, which is crazy going up at somebody that big. Now, it was time for them to fight. Goliath was running towards David, shouting, wanting to hurt him. David told him that it was the Lord's fight. David took his stone out of his bag and put it in his sling, and his stone went flying over at Goliath. It hit Goliath right on the forehead, and he fell flat on his face. So David won for his army because he trusted in God, and David continued to trust God. So we're going to call out our surfer friend Cove and see what she's been up to. Hey, Cove.
Hey, everybody. What's going on?
Hey, we were just talking about trusting God. And you know, pirates, how they trust their birds? Well, you can trust God more than any other animal or any other person.
Hey, I just learned a Bible verse about that. It goes, trust in the Lord with all your heart.
That's right. Let's say that together, boys and girls. Trust in the Lord with all your heart.
But I'm not sure what the word trust means.
Trust is when you believe someone's going to do what they say they're going to do. Like how you trust your mom to come pick you up from school.
I sure do.
Well, how about this? If I asked you to turn around and fall backwards, would you trust me to catch you? Do you believe that I'll do what I'll say I'll do?
I trust you.
Okay, so let's do it.
Well, wait a minute. This is kind of scary.
Boys and girls, do you think that I can catch Cove? I think they do. So let's get one more shot.
Okay. Let's try this.
Look, I caught you just like I said I would.
You sure did. I can trust you.
You sure can. But there's someone that you can trust even more than you can trust me, and that's God. He's perfect and he never makes a mistake with your life. He has all the power and knowledge in the world, and yet he uses it for love and goodness.
I can trust him even though I can't see him and don't always know what's happening?
Yes, you can trust him no matter what, because the Bible tells us. And since the Bible was written by God, that means it's all perfect. Whatever you're going through in life, whether it's scary, sad, crazy, or glad, you can always trust God.
Proverbs 3, 5 and 6.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding.
right, you guys ready for the last craft?
Yep.
Yep. Those are awfully soft, aren't they? All right, so reach into your bag and you should have one craft left, and that's going to be the coral. And you can see, maybe the front of it, turn around here. This is what you're going to make. Very colorful. Again, something else that you would use your mask and your snorkel for. We've taken this out and we're going to have several pieces that you have. You're going to have sticky pieces here, and also one of these is going to be sticky, and then you've got your pipe cleaners at 2 different sizes, and you're just going to kind of sporadically put those around in the holes. But the first step you're going to do is take the sticky off the round, and then you're going to match those up. Extra sticky, Kara? All right, so then take the side, yes, take the side that has the holes in there, and you're just going to start standing them up. And they stand up pretty easily. One thing I did learn though is if you do bend it, just flip it over and use the other end, and it works okay. All right, stick that right on top of it. Line that up. I think you get 1 shot.
Yep. You get 2.
Oh, you got 2? That's good.
Kind of.
There you go. All right, so just gonna start putting your coral through that. Now in today's lesson, we learned about that we should tell others about God's story. And what do you think the portion, like, what do you think we should be telling? What is God's story?
He died upon the cross and how he was born.
Right, we learned yesterday about salvation, and it's important that we tell others about salvation, right? Not something that we should just keep to ourselves, right? We want to share that. We want others to be saved as well. Other people, relatives, family, friends, really anyone that you meet. You have a good testimony and you could lead them to the Lord. Wow, Hudson, you're going fast today. Good job. Yeah, so you can, like Brooklyn's doing, you can bend them as you go, or you can put them all in there straight and then bend them towards the end. You can zigzag them, whatever you want to do. What does this coral remind you of? The one that's already made. What movie?
Finding Nemo.
Nemo, right. Yeah, we've got a couple clownfish on there that kind of look like Nemo. And what is it, his dad? And that looks like, was that Dory? I'm not sure who the green fish may be. If it's supposed to be, but that's cute.
And it's just some random fish.
Just a random fish, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Fred. We'll just call him Fred. Random. Let's call him Random. That's a cute name. I like that. You're doing good.
So we're actually going to use all the pipe.
Right. Try to start down there. You can stick them in there much easier. There you go. Yeah, I think you're going to have exactly the number that you need. It might be easier to work from the middle out, but you don't have to.
I'm just going from out to the middle so that when I try reaching in, it kind of bends them.
Okay. Do you like that? There you go. It's hard to make sure that you don't get 2 colors right beside each other. You know that? You kind of want to make it look.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, like, it's like the same coral. It may look a bit like the same coral. Like,
coral is pretty, isn't it?
The same color of coral all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what fish do in the coral?
Eat.
Eat? Sometimes they hide, right?
Hide, eat.
Yeah, they can hide in there.
I thought we'd have any leftover pipe cleaners.
I don't think you'll have any left. I think I used every one. I might even have had. Oh, I think all the holes are filled. There we go. That's looking good, Brooklyn.
Thank you.
There you go. And you get all yours in there and then kind of bend them the way you want.
I think they're already bent enough.
Yours are pretty straight.
A bunch of them are bent though.
Bottom there.
And some of them mix.
Yeah, if it starts to bend at the bottom, just flip it over and use the other end. Sometimes it won't stay in there.
I think it might be good for it to be bent at the bottom.
Got it.
We're definitely using all the pipe cleaners.
Yes, I think you're definitely going to.
At first, we have way too much pipe cleaners.
Gary, you've only got like 4 more. So it's got 3 more. Brooklyn, I think it looks like you have a lot more pipe cleaner than you need, but I think because you bent them, they look like on his face. Then once you're ready, go ahead and punch out your fish, and then the back sides of the fish that are sticky, you're going to match those up.
This is not going in.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so then if you can kind of put it this way, Kara, and kind of show what you're going to do. Can you put it this way? There you go. She's going to put the fish on, and then she's going to match the back up to it so it stays on the pipe cleaner.
Do you take the white off of these?
Yes. That's going to be the back sticky side.
Are these stickers?
Okay. So then once you get those on there, then you can move your coral around. Stick them any way you want. There you go. Okay, this is random. He goes with that one. Whoops. So you're going to take the sticky off the back of both of them and then match them up.
Stickies on both. I thought these were just little stickers.
No.
Little white things.
No. That's so they can go around both sides of the coral, the pipe cleaner, and stay on there. Okay. So fish here. Where's the other side of this guy? Okay, see how they match? Okay, so one sticky side, and then the front is sticky.
Man, this sure is sticky.
Sticky's been the theme for the week, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sticky fish.
Sticky fish.
Sticky water.
Oh, the
sticky
thread
everything.
go right here. Is that what we
We renamed him Random.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was a better idea you had. I like that. Good. Now here's the front and back to this guy. Sorry about the hat. All right. This little guy's cute. This is this one. I know you kind of got to get rough with it. Get in there. Get those on there. That looks good, Brooklyn. Hold on. Okay, this one is this one. Do that one. And one more here.
You.
Oh, you're going to put them all the way around, huh? All different directions?
Yep.
All right, that's the back.
Which way does it go? This way or this way? Okay.
That way.
You can go on this little.
All right, that looks good. Very colorful.
Random enduring.
So this is something that kind of ties into day 1 where we talked about God's creation, how creative. And when you look at coral, how beautiful it is, how different and colorful. Something that's very pretty. Yeah, bend them, fluff them, whatever you need to do. Lay your head down on them because they're so soft.
Those look like they might be mine behind me. I have extra holes.
I don't know. That might hurt. You can try. This is another use for your craft. It's his pillow. All right, Naomi, you want to show us, talk about colorful. Look at the coloring sheet.
Trusty the macaw. He's a good friend, and God is the most treasured friend ever. And this is the coloring sheet that coincides with the poster.
And the last snack is also very colorful to kind of go in together with this. The last one in there. Got some colorful marshmallows. All right, tonight is the Lucky Charms bar, so I hope you enjoy that. Hope you've enjoyed the craft.
Mystery Island, hoo-ha. Mystery Island.